4 now, I believe. 4? 4.
Yes.
4. Episode 4 of Random as Anime. I have a bit of a cold, my nose is quite bunged up right now, so that's why I sound really weird. Random as Anime is a podcast where we get 5 random anime TV shows or movies chosen for us. We then, if it's a TV show, we will watch the first 3 episodes, and if it's a movie, we'll watch the movie.
Yep.
So, I guess, without further ado, it's here with my friend Ash, who's always here with me.
Yeah.
I guess without further ado, we shall get started with the first one of 5 this week is Occultic 9. I'm really struggling. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cold.
Yeah. Go, hang in there.
I'll try not to die. Oh no. So yeah, Occultic 9. I really like this anime.
I do as well.
It feels like a Persona.
It is very.
Feels like a Persona.
It's also in the same universe as Steins Gate, which is really interesting because I know it's done by the same person, but it's really nice that they keep it in the same universe without having it to overlap. It can be its own thing. You
love your Steins Gate.
I do like Steins Gate, but I do like that little touch. It is nice.
Yeah. Do we talk about the big boobs?
Yes. Let's get the boobs out of the way.
Let's use the actual
name. We know there will be.
I believe the term is Ultra C Cup. That's the name of her attack.
Yep.
Ultra C Cup.
So, shall we have a discussion on boobs? Is this gonna happen? Let's just get this out of the way now.
They're big.
This is something I kind of didn't like.
Didn't like it?
Only because they are... I think they could have an episode. It's just ridiculous how that is. It defies logic.
I think that's
too fan-serving.
No, I think
it's funny. I do like it as funny, but it's just a little fan-serving.
No, I think that's the beauty of it. I think the whole... Because it's not done in a pervy way. Like... You know what I mean? It's not like they're falling out of a top or anything like that.
Yeah.
They're just kind of there.
Huge.
You're just huge, yeah.
Yeah.
They're more of like a comedy element. They're used for like
generic.
Not for fan service, but more for like comedic elements and timing, which I like.
Something I liked, I don't know if you noticed this actually. Whenever there was a transition, instead of you just going straight to it, there's a 9 I think I put 9 seconds down. Yeah, there's like a 9-second pause. So they'll show you the next scene and where it leads into. So you don't just go straight into it and you don't know what's happening.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it's really interesting because a lot of people complain.
I didn't really see that.
Yeah, it's...
So either it was me just being oblivious, or the site where you were watching this had really bad buffering problems.
No.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But, no.
Eagle Vision sensed it.
Ash, the anime whisperer. I don't even know how that would work. Okay, and also...
The boobs of the anime whisperer.
I think we should stop talking about the boobs now.
For now.
We don't want certain listeners getting too excited. Connor! I mean, I didn't name a name.
Yeah.
Moving on from the boobs, her gun. I want her gun.
Oh yeah, the weapons that was pretty cool.
Freaking amazing! I love that. just like amidst everything that's going on, she has some random kind of space gun.
What do you think of the story as well, like the plot?
It's quite hard to follow because there's quite a lot of elements to it. But if you can stay with it, keep on with it, it's very, very good. It starts off seeming like a very kind of comedic, just like a little jokey slice of life type anime. And then all of a sudden, by the time you get to the end of the first episode, it gets very, very dark, very, very quickly.
Yeah. So I was talking about this anime with a friend.
Yeah.
Who will remain nameless. He basically didn't like it because it's based on the manga, which is a short graphic novel.
Okay.
So it's a manga, but it's very short, and it's only one volume. So the whole episode is one volume.
Okay.
Which some people don't like because they assume that each episode is going to be like that. And the problem with it being like that is the third volume got axed.
Okay.
Because
So
they put up against another Shonen Jump. I'm not sure if it was Dragon Ball or One Piece.
Shonen Jump.
Shonen just ground it, so there's no more. But they are continuing the anime, which is good.
The evil manga giant that is Shonen Jump.
Which we own. We totally don't own Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto. Do we need to go on?
Yeah. There was quite, I guess, with a name like Occultic 9, we should have guessed that there would be some supernatural elements to it.
Yeah.
Like, there was this one character who, I guess, she was seeing her dead brother, is what they were leaning towards.
Yeah.
Whether or not they were, but there was this invisible character that she was talking to, who seemed quite a murdery person. You know, I wouldn't say he's a Casper. He's more of a come in, have a cup of tea whilst I quietly stand here and stab you to death. Enjoy it. You know?
Yeah, pretty much. What do you think of the art style? I know I've said it looks like Steins Gate, but what do you think of it?
For me, it just screamed Persona.
Yeah, it's a lot more. The colours pop a lot more.
Yes, it's a lot more good. Western.
So it doesn't just
comic.
It isn't quite like dry and backgroundy colours like Steins Gate.
No.
I'm gonna need like a kill count at this point with like how many times I said Steins Gate.
Yeah, I think we should probably move on.
But yeah, I did like the soundtrack as well. But I think that's
quite an interesting soundtrack to it. I did. Yeah.
And dubbing's really good as well.
It is very, very well dubbed.
Right.
I think before you quote Steins Gate yet another time, we should give our verdict on this one. First of all, what would you rate this one? What would you?
Good. I would really want to buy it. If I saw it on DVD somewhere, I would buy it.
So 5 out of 5. Ash wants to buy the DVD for this one.
I do.
Me, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna say, all right. I want to finish watching it first before I buy it.
Okay.
So for me, I'm gonna say 4.5.
Okay, that's still a fair verdict. It's not like
exactly. So I really enjoyed it, but I'm not 100% committed enough that to go the extra mile and get it.
That's okay.
So we'll move on to the next anime, which was. Thank you for the fanfare. Next time I'll get you a little drum set. You can do.
Don't go with it.
Monster Hunter Stories Ride On.
Oh yeah.
So, Ash here, who is the resident Nintendo DS nerd, loves this anime.
I'm pretty expert. But
I wouldn't go that far yet.
Nintendo.
I mean, if you lived in Japan and you maybe had a residency in like Nintendo headquarters or somewhere, then maybe. Okay.
I remember that we need help from Pokemon. But yeah, basically, it's loosely based on one of the Monster Hunter DS games. What's kind of nice about it is that you can, even though the stories aren't quite the same, there's still bits in the show which link to the game. So when you open your eggs, which are like these monsters which you have during the game and during the anime, you can learn from what the creature does, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, for me, this anime just seemed like Capcom's Pokemon.
Yeah,
it pretty much Capcom's Pokemon. I did like the sort of. I think it was only in the first one though. The first sort of cut they did to like switch between scenes, like insert between scenes, was like a loading screen, which I thought was funny. Like
that is funny.
Screen. That was quite good. You could probably make a really good / suicidal drinking game out of how many times they use the word monster in this series.
No, Monstie. The Monsties, aren't they?
No. They say monster a lot because Monster Hunter, Monster Rider,
Monstie.
Monster.
No, they call them Monstie.
No, they're only Monsties if they're gonna ride them.
I thought they were all called Monsties.
No.
Okay.
Only if they're gonna be ridden, then they're Monsties.
Okay. Though I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. I know I am. Naviru. Yeah. The annoying cat creature.
Just like Meowth.
Yeah, it's pretty much. I think it's a species called Iru. In that world, anyway.
Yeah.
He's a very annoying character, which has a very annoying voice, who just continuously pop up throughout the anime.
It's made so much worse when another cat thing comes along, and literally all these cat people can talk in is cat puns.
It's kind of strange because in the game he's actually helpful, and he is a nice character. So I don't know why they made him annoying.
Too many cat puns. Why? It should be illegal to have cat puns.
Look,
okay.
Look, it's perfect.
No,
it's fine.
No, get out right now. No, no.
Okay.
You hurt my brain.
I mean, as annoying as it was, the dubbing did sync up properly, which was nice.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. There were some bits that were a bit meh, but yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it was a kids show. We're not gonna be, can't. Yeah. And it did make me want to play Monster Hunter. I'm gonna give it that.
Yeah. Well, there you go. It's done what it's set out to do.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
Pretty much why it was made. I like the fact the music's like the game as well, which is kind of nice. It's a nice little touch.
Yeah, that's fair play.
Anyway, how would you rate it? Was there anything else?
It was watchable. I don't know if I'll finish watching it. So again, I'm gonna 3.5. So watchable. You?
I would watch again.
You're gonna watch it again?
Yeah, I would probably rate it about
4.
About 4.5 or
4.5.
something along that. Only for the sheer reason. The only reason I'd kind of mark it down a little bit is because the cat really irritates me.
Yeah, it's quite an annoying cat.
I know he's like the mascot, but yeah. Anyway, moving on to the next anime.
Next anime is my-otome zwei. Okay. Well, made by the same company as Gundam Sunrise.
Yeah.
However, it is not really at all like Gundam. It's kind of more Magic Girl anime. Yay! Because we love Magic Girl animes. Not.
Well, some of them are okay.
You can tell by that silence. That was just the evil glare I just gave Ash then.
I don't care.
I mean, most of my comments to this anime were like, seriously, what is this? This anime hurts my brain. Why am I watching this?
Yeah. It felt really rushed. Like, there's...
To be fair, though...
Not any character development. I know
to be fair, in this one, it is like the OVAs.
Yeah.
So we're not actually watching... It wasn't a proper series, it was the OVA series after the proper series.
Yeah.
So I guess we're not getting the full amount of information.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like... why? Just why?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really... I don't know. I didn't really care for any of the characters.
No, not really.
All this like stuff's happening to them, but because they don't really do much or have any like
exactly. There's quite a few points of really bad dubbing in it.
There's some really bad points.
Bad dubbing in that. I think the only character I liked, was the professor who was a robot.
I had that.
Yeah, basically that was the only one I liked. The powers came from jewelry. This was basically a girls' anime.
Oh, it's kind of girl on girl anime. To be fair.
Yeah, that's another thing. Why is like 80% of the population of this world that they're in females?
and lesbians or bi or whatever they are.
I don't even.
I
my
I don't
gosh,
even question sexuality when it comes to anime because I don't know. I've watched... Some of them are really weird. That's a whole other video.
Yeah. I mean, they had good world building.
Yeah,
we'll give it that. The world that they had built was fantastic. Again, but that just seems to be a trait of anything that samurai seem to make. It was kind of a mixture of magic and science, which is quite cool.
Yeah. Some of the not so much all of the outfits, but some of the outfits and the abilities were pretty interesting.
Oh god, yeah.
But I don't like how they transform because it seemed a bit weird and unexplained.
Yeah.
So some of them need someone to activate it in order to transform.
To actually transform, but others don't.
Others don't.
Surely,
and the main character's got a really annoying voice as well.
She does indeed have an extremely
annoying voice.
I mean, I guess at some points it was kind of funny, but for the majority of it, especially the third episode, was just pure fan service.
Yeah, it was. I did like the main. I don't know if it's the villain or if it's just like this creature who happens to be there. I did like that creature. I thought that was kind of interesting. The weird bat creature that can turn people to stone.
Oh no, that was like the villain.
Yeah, the villain.
That was like, I think turns out to be like the first otome, like the ancestor or something weird like that.
But yeah.
I suppose it did look kind of cool.
I mean, some of it was pretty cool. I did like the car hostage situation in the bus. Yeah. That was funny.
That was a bit crazy.
The rest of it was pretty bad. So what's your verdict?
I'll give it a 3. It's watchable, but I wouldn't necessarily finish watching it or get a DVD at all. But it's not terrible.
Yeah, I'll probably join you on that, to be honest, a 3.
Oh, changing your initial report.
Yeah.
I had you down for less than that originally.
Only because I like the scene with the bus. That I'd put it as a 3. You're going to
bump it up to 3.
I still probably wouldn't watch it ever again. But I do like that one scene.
Yeah.
Just because it is hilarious.
It is pretty
the fact that she's on the bus and she has all these powers and she can't use them, but she's just sat on the bus.
Yeah.
She's a hostage and she's like, oh, am I? Oh, hey, you guys are nice. Why are you putting a gun at me?
Yeah, I found that a little bit annoying. But
it is annoying, but I kind of like how the other characters are reacting yeah, she's an idiot, we're screwed.
Wow.
Anyway, moving on.
Yes, we shall be moving on to the next anime, which is Daphne in the Brilliant Blue. It doesn't get much better.
Okay, we're talking about boobs again.
Well. No, to be honest, this anime was not necessarily a boob anime.
Yeah, it's more...
Jesus Christ, somebody give all the women in this anime some pants. I mean, literal
or some clothing at least.
Well, I mean, the top halves remain fairly covered compared to other stuff. Yeah, most of the time they're fairly covered. Just the bottom half is it seems like all that they have on is a sanitary towel.
Yeah.
That I'm not even exaggerating. Watch this anime, or
really uncomfortable.
Just look at pictures. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's uncomfortable to watch. It's just there's no need for it to be like that.
No. None of them question it either, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, no one does question it. There's quite a lot of fan service in this one as well, almost to the point where it disrupts a lot of the story for fan servicey moments. It's quite dated animation wise, you could tell.
The dubbing was very meh as well.
Yeah, there was very bad dubbing.
It was really bad dubbing.
Very bad dubbing. It reminded me of Kaleidostar, which I know you like Kaleidostar, but I didn't. It's okay, I guess. But yeah.
I can see what you mean, but I really didn't link with this at all.
Yeah.
It's just all over the place. The way they drawn the women and the skimpy outfits and just their bodies as well didn't look right.
Exactly. And it can be kind of funny at times, but it kind of kills itself by then getting extremely depressing afterwards. Like the first episode, like the main character, you think it's gonna be all happy and cheery. Yeah, she's gonna go to Ocean Academy and all this kind of stuff, and she's gonna be in the Force, and it's gonna be great. And then all of a sudden, everything goes wrong. She loses a house. She loses absolutely everything, and she's stuffed.
Yeah, it's a really forgettable anime, really, isn't it?
It's pretty forgettable. In fact, that's all I've got to say on this one. I can't, like, it's not
how
amazing.
would you rate it? I know you probably you wouldn't watch it again, but
No,
how would you rate
give it 2. I wouldn't watch it again. Give it a 2.
I wouldn't even give it a 2.
No?
No, I'd probably give it a 1.5.
1.5. Yeah. It's not quite diabolical, but it's just like, meh.
It's just not rememberable at all. I mean, I can't even remember any of the characters.
No.
We were watching it earlier.
No, exactly.
I mean, at least the Kaleidoscope, I can remember the Mr. Policeman, at least.
That's the only one you remember.
I remember the sensei type character.
Fool. Okay.
How dare you? Anyway.
We'll move on to the last anime on our list for today, which is Terror in Resonance. What? No, that's good. This is... Anyone who has Netflix, you can watch it so easily. It's on Netflix. I recommend you watch it. It's well voiced.
Yeah.
Or well dubbed, if you want to say that. The animation quality is fantastic.
It is directed by the same guy that did Cowboy Bebop and Space Dandy, which, if you kind of look at it, you can tell, but not in the way that it's going to be like Space Dandy or one of his crazy ones.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
It's quite respectful the way it does things.
Yes. It's got a very gripping and intricate plot, which I love. It's brilliant.
What I liked about it is the plot is how they handled it.
Mm.
I know I'm trying not to spoil it because I know you haven't finished it yet.
No.
They don't deal with the whole terrorism side of it like you would expect in anime.
Okay.
So they don't deal with it as if it's a comedy or anything like that. They deal with it in its own respectable thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, they deal with it in its own kind of way.
Yeah.
In a way that would respect like the actual world and as a story.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're just copying and paste it from something else or taking the mick out of it.
Yeah.
They're handling it really well in the way they're doing it.
Yeah. I mean, they have, they tackle a lot of
really sensitive issues as well.
Well, so obviously it's about the terrorism and about the different like terrorist plots that they do and the terrorist acts that they do, which is really, really clever and really, really intricately done. To anyone watching it, it's like every time they like pull off an act, you're kind of like, man, that's clever. That's some smart shit right there. But they also with the character, I forgot what her name was. Lisa,
yeah.
Yeah, with Lisa, they tackle some severe, like, psychological issues
with
her mother. Like,
as we're on topic at Lisa and some other characters,
yep.
I kind of feel like she could be fleshed out a little bit more, like with her character development. See, she is a good character. I do like her.
I'm kind of hoping that they do more because obviously
I'm trying to be careful with what I say because I know you haven't finished it.
This is just off the first 3 episodes.
Off the first 3 episodes, what do you think of 9 and 12? The two boys who are like the terrorists.
I quite like obviously 9 is the taller one, isn't he?
9's the taller one and 12 is the shorter one.
Yeah.
Probably got it wrong, but that's what I can remember as it as.
So 9's the one with glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 is definitely very cerebral. It's so much to the degree that you don't necessarily, he doesn't say what he's thinking, he just looks.
Doesn't express his emotion quite as...
If he even has emotions.
Yeah.
He comes across as someone that doesn't necessarily have emotions as such. He's just extremely intelligent and just acts off of his own intellect rather than his emotions. Whereas 12 is almost like the petulant child.
Yeah. But also, on the other side of that, 9... Is it 9? No. 12 is a lot more psychotic as well. Yeah. He's a lot more psychotic, where 12 isn't quite as...
I think he is, but just more in a case of, like...
No, he...
calculating things.
He tries to not kill someone if he has... If he can avoid it, he will. Yeah. He doesn't want people to hurt. He wants to get his message across.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to be branded with anything.
Very much focused on the job at hand.
Yeah, it's like essentially two sides of the same coin. I mean, they're both likeable in their weird,
their own little weird
kind of way.
Yeah,
but they're both kind of interesting. Like the voice acting, it really paid off really well.
The police in this are just stupid.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! Like, why? How were they even like? There's only one guy who they eventually bring back onto the force as a detective. But there's only one guy who has the brains enough to actually deal with everyone, like deal with these two guys, 9 and 12.
Yeah.
Whereas every other police officer is just like, it's a riddle. I think it's that answer.
It's like, nope, not a clue.
Oh my god. Just every single time. Like, just the beginning bit when they, so they set off an explosion in the building. And the way they do it is, like, obviously they start a blackout so they can set the bombs without being caught on camera, and then obviously the explosion happens, and then once they're in the big like police meeting, one guy gets up and says, "Oh, maybe are we like investigating the blackout? Maybe these terrorists who blew up the building planted the bombs during the blackout." And all the police officers are like, "Oh, wow, we never thought of that." And it was just like, really. But that is the first conclusion I would have come to.
Yeah, this one police officer, who I think eventually actually manages to get himself promoted back to a detective.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, he comes back.
Because he got demoted for investigating a conspiracy about a fellow police officer, but higher up.
Yeah, yeah.
So because of that, he got demoted.
Yeah.
Which, for plot reasons, I can kind of understand.
Yeah.
But I mean, the guy's a really committed guy, especially like to his job.
He's the only person that actually has a brain in the police officer in the police force.
I'm trying to be careful again because I know you haven't watched it.
No.
He's very consistent. He's not like what the other cops, where he's like, I have one smart idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that. No,
he's
literally consistently.
That's good. That's very good.
Best way to describe it: if the two kids are Moriarty from Sherlock Holmes, he's the Sherlock Holmes to them.
Moriarty,
and it kind of levels each other out.
I like it.
I definitely recommend you finish it because it's really good.
The only thing for me, there was a lot of flashbacks, and I mean, I guess it's not too bad because the flashbacks are kind of needed to describe backstory.
Yeah.
I hope they don't do it a lot.
No, it does slowly die down a bit.
That's good.
But you do kind of need those.
Yeah. It's just there's quite a lot.
Yeah,
and it's kind
don't worry, it's not to Naruto level.
That's good. Yep. That's all I can say on Terror in Resonance, really.
Yeah. So, how would you rate it?
For me, I am going to buy this one. I really like this one.
You're going to buy it?
Definitely going to buy this one. You?
So, number-wise, how would you rate it?
5. 5 out of 5.
I'll definitely put a 5 out of 5 as well.
5 out of 5.
I'm going to buy it as soon as I can.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
It is good.
So, that is our 5 animes for this week. Next week, if you would care to watch them with us, or if you just don't want any spoilers, or even if you just fancy watching them anyway, the next 5 animes we have are Steins Gate.
Yay!
The thing that Ash has been going on about forever.
Yeah, if this ever gets a video, there's going to be like a little counter somewhere.
There must be.
It's going to have 40 by the time we finish.
Yeah, exactly. No, 40, more like 400 by the time we finish doing all these podcasts. Ding, 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 ding.
That'll just be next episode.
Yeah. So, Steins Gate, Inazuma 11, I believe that's actually on DS.
Yes, if you have a Nintendo DS or a 3DS, you can actually watch it on the Nintendo anime site.
There you go.
So you can watch it with us.
Knights of Magic. I'm guessing that does what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
Break Blade 2, The Split Path. I think that's a film.
That's a film? Yeah.
I presume it's a film. And Gravitation.
Ooh.
There we go. So, they're the next 5 anime that we're going to be watching. If you want to watch with us, please feel free to. But as for now, from Ash, it's bye. And for me, keep it random. I can't do this anymore.